health fitness professional for the Cardinal Health Fitness Center site, and welcome to Cubefit Strength. For today's session, I'm going to be using a yoga mat. We're going to be on the floor for a few exercises, but I want to start off with some standing exercises for the legs and for the back. So, with that said, we're going to get started. And the first thing I want to do working the legs is I want to bend at the knees and the hips. So I'm in this half squat position. My back is nice and flat. What I want to do is take side steps like so, while staying low in this half squat position. So we're doing this for another 30 seconds. Keeping the quads and the hamstrings and the glutes all nice and tight while staying low in this position and taking our small side steps. Working in all areas of the lower body. Just a few more steps, finishing up one side and other side. All right, next up, we're gonna do some more side stepping. This time, we can stand up, no more need for squat. And we're going to squeeze our back as we bring our hands to the side. So when you bring your arms out, make sure your hands go just behind the torso to really squeeze your back. So with me, side step and side step. The most important thing here is to really squeeze your shoulder blades together when you step out to the side. Keep your hands nice and low, no higher than your shoulders. Ten more seconds with this. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, last one. All right, moving on. This time we're going to be low on the floor. I'm going to have my knees on my mat. And what I want to do for this one is, it's called a moving push-up. So keeping your knees on the mat, we're going to take one motion out to the side, bring it in, and then move your hand to the other side for a push-up. Nice and easy. Going as low as you can into the push-up. And if anyone finds that this is too challenging on the floor, you can try push-ups with your hands on a table, chair, your desk or dresser, anything like that. We got about 5 seconds here. And then we're gonna lie on our backs. Let's do one more. All right, moving on. Next up, what I wanna do is this V-sit position. So we're gonna lean back. Lifting your legs up, that's gonna be optional. So you can lift them up or you can keep your heels on the floor. What I wanna do is do small lean backs and sitting back up. Lean back, sit up, just like that. Leaning back as much as you can without your shoulder blades touching the floor. And again, you can do this with your heels off the floor, hands on the hamstrings, to make this more challenging. We have about 15 seconds left, so do what you can. Couple more. And last one here. All right, moving on. This time we're gonna go into plank position. And what I wanna do here is knee, lift, and down, and then we're gonna switch legs with a knee tuck and a little raise at the leg, squeezing the glutes. So with me, one leg in, up, down, other side, in, up, and down. Don't forget to alternate your legs. And just like I said with the push-up, if it's too much on the floor, you can do this on a table, your desk, anything like that. Any kind of elevated surface will make this a little bit easier to perform. And once we finish this up, we're gonna go back to our first exercise. We're gonna do everything again, just one more time. 5 seconds here. So let's do one more. In, up, and down. All right, going back into our first exercise. Quick reminder, bending at the knees and the hips, keeping your back nice and flat. And we want to step side to side. See if you can go a little bit lower and stay low for the second and final set. So side and side. When you step back into the center, make sure your heels are on the floor. Drive your heels into the floor to keep the knees nice and safe. We're not changing the pace here. The intensity increases when we stay low to the floor. We got 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna go back into our back squeeze. 3, 2, last one here. Standing up, shaking out the legs, shake out the arms if you need to. And again, next up is the side step with a good squeeze in the shoulder blades. For this one, I do want to go a little bit faster with my pace. So we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. Side step, side step. Make sure you're breathing. Again, try to get your hands just behind your torso to get a good squeeze in the back. Keeping the hands nice and low. Make sure they don't go any higher than your shoulders. Keeping your hands this low will keep your shoulder joints in a really good, safe position for this exercise. Keep stepping, keep squeezing. We got about 5 seconds. Last one, and shake that out. Going back to working our chest with these moving push-ups. So again, quick reminder, moving one side for the push-up and other side push-up. So ready, 3, 2, 1. Moving one side, come center, and other side. Now I'm on my knees for this one. But if you want that challenge and you want to do this off the knees, that's up to you. Do what works best for you for the next 20 seconds. And I think for this time, I'm going to do a side view. I like to have a slight squeeze in the glutes as well to make sure that I'm not bending at the hips like this. I want to avoid doing that at all costs. And let's do one more. Push up. Very good. All right, moving on. We're going to go back to our lean back so we can work our core. Again, the heels off the floor, that's optional. You can keep your heels on the floor if that's better for you. Hands right on the hamstrings, and let's lean back and forth. You don't have to have your hands on your hamstrings. It does make it a little bit easier for control in the motion. You can have your arms out in front just over the legs. Whatever works best for you, I want you to do exactly that. Now I got my heels off the floor and I like to tuck my knees in as I sit back up. That does help with my balance during this time. We got 5 seconds. Last one here. All right, let's move on to our final exercise here. About 40 seconds of being in plank position. Again, you can do this in an elevated position if that's easier for you. We're gonna do the knee tuck, leg raise, squeezing the glute, and then switching legs. So with me, 40 seconds. Our final 40 seconds here. Taking your time. This is not about speed, it's about form. So make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders, your hips are nice and low, your back is as flat as can be. And make sure you're breathing. 10 seconds left, just a couple more. Good squeeze in the glutes with the leg raise. And last one here. Knees on the floor, sitting up, shaking out the arms. And that is it for Cubefit Strength. So I want to thank all of you for joining me at this time. Again, my name is Ryan, health fitness professional with the Cardinal Health site, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.